Hey everyone, it's Bondar JR, Silver Wolf, Ron, and I'm streaming to you tonight. Hopefully everything's coming through good. I'm not having any issues like I did last night. I think I figured that out. I apologize profusely for not being able to stream last night with all the issues I was having. It just seemed like a better idea to cancel and get them straightened out. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Just want to thank you guys for being here. Thank my lurkers for being here. Appreciate you guys. You're always real appreciated here. So we're here to stream Dwarf Fortress. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and cut over to our Dwarf Fortress screen. You guys recognize this, I'm sure. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start our game. I saved it last night after we did some stuff, so we're having some trouble with our mister, which we're going to have to resolve. It's actually flowing too much water, which is what I was afraid of, so we'll have to figure that out. But you can see it is misting, but it's going here. We also still haven't found this statue that got knocked over, so not really sure what's going on with that, so we need to get that figured out. Wait, there's actually something here. What's that? Chicken bone mozos. Chicken bone mozos is a mid-sized handheld percussion instrument. Okay, so that's interesting. That is not the statue. Still don't know where the statue went. Doesn't seem to be down the steps here anywhere. I thought maybe they knocked it down the steps and it went all the way to the bottom, which it didn't. There's our well. But yeah, so there's no statue on any of these steps. I really have no idea where this statue went. But given the water flow problems we're having here, I think we're going to have to do something. So we can see here, this wall's not getting built because excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry about that. Always try to get to the mute, but didn't get to it there. So yeah, so they're not getting there. We're actually going to have to take out one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this one so we can actually get through here once this gets dug. But yeah, we need to figure out what's going on here and figure out how we solve this. We got way too much water flowing through here. I'm trying to think if I could do like a pressure plate or something. But yeah, so we want to actually shut that one off, and then this one should be just fine. But not sure where that water's coming from and where this water's coming from. But yeah, so we need to get this figured out and see if we can kind of go from there. Go up here, you can actually see this level. This is all flooded. So yeah, we got to get that straightened out. So that's kind of one of our ones we're working on. See, we've got this stuff now on the walls because of all this. Really wish I knew where that statue was. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a statue here. Let's see which one looks good. There's a half decent one. There's a half decent one. Let's do that one. So hopefully somebody will move that quick. Not sure what's going on with the pig. I also want to see if we can get this, where this wood came from. So they put wood there? Why would they put wood there? Not sure. You can see this water's flowing really fast. We are getting the misting, so I mean we're at least getting that, but nobody is tearing this open, and I don't know why. guess technically we could go ahead and we could take out all of these. See if one of them will actually get taken out, but doesn't seem like it. Yeah, you can see the water is really flowing. I thought about maybe putting a grate in there to see if that would help. Not really sure about that. But once again, thanks to my lurkers. I see Shinguardz in there. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Just want to say hi to you guys. We'll try and get this figured out. Water's flowing too fast, so I suppose the other thing I could do here would be to try and do these and dig out this and see if we could dig out an area here to let the water flow. But yeah, I don't know why these aren't working. Nobody is breaking these. Item inaccessible, needs one in item accessible, too depressed, job item, oblivious, attached to an iron shield, slipping into depression. Yeah, I don't know why nobody's breaking these down. Alright, so that's not working. So let's try a different tactic. And let's break these down. They're not breaking those down either. I don't know why. Hey Shinguardz, how are ya? Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. So thanks again. Trying to get my misting situation straightened out here, but it's not quite working to my advantage. So, but we're going to get it figured out one way or the other. Definitely have the water flowing as we planned. It's not going where we want. So yeah, so we're gonna have to figure this one out. I did want to, I think I am building grates. So, and actually I probably should have put a grate there. Let me see if the grates are done. Not sure. Door hatch. No. Construction. Floor grate. There you go. Won't let me put it there. So let's cancel this. And let's say floor grate there. Yeah, let's do shale grate. Somebody puts that in, maybe it'll actually start putting water down. It is open. Nobody's doing anything. They're not breaking these. They're not. I mean, I know why they're not digging these, because they can't get to them, but surely. Don't call me Shirley. Surely they should be getting something done. Throwing a tantrum. Okay, so obviously my my attempts to make the children happier have not worked. The answer has been found dead. Seriously? Oh my lord. Well, that's not any fun. Let's see where they are. Oh, My goodness. Alright, well, we still got... What is that? Why is there a lungfish here? That is the strangest thing I've ever seen. I'm not sure why there would be a lungfish there, but looks like we're going to need to dig some more of these as well. So if we do this... Let's see. We'll see if these guys actually get dug faster or the other ones. Alright. That might let us know if something's going on. They're not breaking any of these. Why? We're not getting this floor grate put in. Another dancer. Seems like the kid's only fighting with dancers. Everybody's all messed up there. We are getting some... mist. We are getting mist. So there is something to be said for that. So this is the only game I know where such a statement. Why is there lungfish here is normal? Yeah, I agree. It's if I had a nickel for every time I said something like that, I'd be doing really well. But yeah. Yeah, it is kind of strange why, and I don't know why they're not doing what I want them to do. There's got to be a reason, but it's not telling me why. And actually, the lungfish is gone now. So obviously somebody heard me. So thank God for that. So is that the dancer? I think the I think was the dancer. Yep. So they've already allocated a space for her or him. I'm not sure. I think it's a him. So hopefully they'll get buried soon. Actually, let's check out the justice system. So, disorderly conduct. Already interviewed. Convict him. Disorderly conduct. Already interviewed. Convict him. Vandalism. He's the one that somehow made my statue disappear. Still don't know where that is. Already interviewed. Convict. Already interviewed. Convict. Yeah, I don't know. They actually killed somebody, so I think it's a little more than disorderly conduct, but yeah. So they did get the lungfish out of there. I do not know why they're not resolving this. I wonder if I have to dig this out so that I can put the floor grate in. So let's see if I can do... Let's see if that even works. Problem is, if I dig it out, I can't put it back. Nobody is doing anything. And I don't know why. All right, let's do this. This is 2. Do we have anybody set to mine? Alright, miners only selected do this. I got 4 miners. He's a Mace Lord, so he's actually in the other one. This one. I'm gonna put him there for the moment. See if I can get him going. Still not getting done. It's because it has water on it. I bet you that's right. I'm getting a canceled job, but I'm not getting a canceled job. So the fighting has stopped. That's good. So I think because the water's flowing there, they're not doing it. So make cloth trouser and use unused plant. Okay. Yeah, nobody will dig there. And they're not doing anything here. I really don't know what's going on here. Yeah, they're not. Well, and they probably can't do it because somebody's always standing there. But they said they will get it where we'll get canceled there because it's where the water's coming down and it makes them feel like they're drowning. But if they would go up here and do these, then I could fix this other problem. Nobody's doing that. All right, something's not right here. Haulers, everybody does this. Orderlies, everybody does this. Only selected do that. Only selected do that. I mean, he's not mining. Or maybe he is. Let's go up here. No, they're not even mining this. No, the lungfish is back. I don't know why it won't let me select that block. Something's not going right. Something's definitely wrong here. It won't let me select blocks. Oh, it lets me select that. It just won't let me select that one for some reason. Yeah. Not sure what's going on there. All right, we got a bunch of food. That's good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We got something going on. What if I dig down? Break out these walls, dig down. In an effort to get that taken care of. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see, this is already dug out. I do not know why they're not destroying these walls. I'm sure there's a reason. Just nobody's telling me. Already interviewed, so convict. Already interviewed, so convict. Already interviewed, so convict. Alright, we'll give that a try. But yeah, something strange going on here now. So, oh my goodness, we got a lot of people in there. So welcome all my lurkers. Appreciate it. Glad to have you guys. If you have any questions, anything you want to know, any suggestions, by all means, throw them in the chat. Always love to hear from everybody. Always a huge help to learn something new. So let's see if we get over here. We could break this out, dig down here, and do some steps down from here. So let's see if this works. Still nobody's doing that either. I mean, what are they all busy with? Gather plants, sleep, gather plants. So we got a lot of people gathering plants. Okay, well, that's probably part of our problem. Construct building. Where is he constructing? He's not constructing that building. Not constructing that one. Not really sure what building he's constructing, to be perfectly honest. We are getting missed. I'm not sure it's helping, but we are getting missed. Way too much of it. That's okay. It's actually leaking into the bedrooms now, so yeah, we really need to get that kind of taken care of. And since I gave the kids time off, we're not getting cleaning done. What is going on here? Yeah, so they could come down there. I'm not sure what's going on. Something is definitely not happening the way it should. Construct building. So as he's constructing a building. So let's follow him and see where he goes. Oh, so they're building that wall. They did walk across that. Wait a minute. So how did they walk across that? Well, they walked across that. Because they went diagonal. They're trying to do them in order. And these were the ones that were the first order. So actually, if we go ahead and do this. Construct wall here. That would solve our problem. Oh. Oop, didn't want to quit. Or at least slow the water down. This one's not getting done. But if we go here, gather plants, eat, sleep, no job. Construct building. Okay, so she's going to construct these. Okay, good. Oh no, he's trapped. Oh, he went up. Yeah. Okay, good. So they got out. So they are doing something. They're just, I guess they're way behind. Okay, so they sealed that one. And based on that, we are good. Right? So since they sealed that, we can cancel these. No, we probably should dig these out. So we can seal them up. So now if we wanted to seal this. That's kind of, we could put one here. Build, construct, wall. This is not going to look super pretty. Build, construct, wall. So let's see if this will get some of that done. So this should cut down what we're getting from this floor, which will help. Oh, they did dig the hole. So now I should be able to say construct floor grate here. And that'll work. And then I think I can put a statue on top of it. Excellent. Alright, so I have figured out what needs to be done. And we'll move these out. Okay, so... Oh! So the merchants are here. Oh, I didn't even realize the merchants got here. Well, isn't that interesting? These are dwarf merchants, and they said they'll be leaving soon. Well, that really sucks. I am probably not going to get these things up here in time. Let's see what we can do. Nope. Nothing I want to sell. Okay. Bar blocks, bar blocks. I have to sell some of those eventually. Need to check and see if they are cutting gems. Alright, so there's all my bins. You go down here to tools. And so, take this off, this off, this off, this off. Take off the lie. Yeah, we don't want to sell the lie. Take off the empty ones. Take off the yak's milk. Take off the empty ones. This is the problem. I always get in some project and then somebody shows up. I actually don't have that many drinks. But they're dwarves, so we probably should try to at least give them something. Beer. Man, we got a lot of empty pots. Seems like we're not making drinks. So we gotta get that figured out. All right, let's try that. Prepared meals. Here we go. Oh. Mm. All right, let's do that. Broker is asleep, so we really need him to come up there. All right. See what's going on there. Let's see if we can get him up there. We'll go from there, and hopefully they don't leave too soon. Check and see if that one's there. Getting ready to leave. There's a broker there. He is not. He is sleeping. Come on, broker. Of course they are. The most inopportune time to throw a fit. Come on. Where is the broker? I mean, this is ridiculous. Come on, broker. Anyone. Let's do that. Nope. So we missed him. I mean, that's ridiculous. No reason that they couldn't have just showed up. Nobody's fighting at least. That's good. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we got this floor grate. We want to put a statue there. Furniture. Statue. Here. Won't let me. So I can't put the statue on top of the floor grate? Why? Well, that sucks. So let's put a statue here. Here. This one. And then let's put a floor grate here. So we're going to dig this one out. Put a floor grate there. Then we're gonna put another statue here. Let's do that. All right. And they are. Oh, somebody's fighting. Dwarven child is fighting. Please don't have anybody else get killed. Put a floor grate here. Right here. Alright. We got our statues, we got our floor grates. Let's see if that helps. Alright. That's sealed in. Not getting any more water there. Really don't seem like we're getting any water here. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yep, we're getting. Alright, so we'll give that a try. Try to keep them from tracking it into the other ones. Alright, oh, somebody died. Stray llama has been slaughtered. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so did this guy get buried? Looks like he did. Yep. Okay, good. So he's good. Seeking infant. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Disorderly conduct. We'll go ahead and question him. We got somebody here for treatment. Proficient surgeon. Faint staff. I like that name. Faint staff. Necromancer is stumbling around. Statue toppled. Doesn't show me anything. Times 94. Okay. Alright, so let's get. We need to put these walls back. Get that taken care of. Now that we got everything else worked out. We are getting misting every once in a while. Hopefully this will dry this up. And eventually, maybe we will get our stuff plowed or taken care of. So, all right. So there's that. I was going to mention, so I wanted to apologize again for not streaming last night. I did have some issues, and I said I'd talk about that. So I did have some issues this weekend. I actually upgraded my OBS, thinking that it would be fine. And yesterday when I tried to stream, it caused a lot of problems. And so turned out that the new version of OBS is causing some problems for my hardware encoding, and so took some troubleshooting, but I figured it out last night. So instead of streaming, I got that figured out. I backtracked it to the old version that I had, and that's why we're able to stream tonight. I'm going to stay on the old version until I finally get a good response from the people that are doing the OBS. 'Cause so far, no one has really said one way or the other what's going on. So, which has been very frustrating. So, but hopefully we'll get that figured out. So these definitely have water flowing down into them. So this is working out pretty good. This is getting dried up, so that's good. Hopefully they'll get cleaned up. Get these going. Actually, we're using some of this. I don't know why these things are getting locked. I guess when these kids go into their tantrums, their toys get locked. Which seems a little strange. Why is this one locked? Two items in there. Oh, there's a whole bunch. No. It must have just got dropped there. And actually, we're going to go here. Let's see, so they did dig this out. Furniture, burial, shale. Looks like we only got one, so need to build 5 more of those. Let's see, do we have any doors? Only 1 door. We need 5 more of those. So let's build 5 doors. Actually, let's say 6. There's rock coffin. Actually, they'll make one there. And I think I've got one for that too. So we're going to say 5. Get those started. That way we still have 3 left. It's all our kid tantrums seem to be causing the problem. So we're down to 35. 35, 22, 24. I'm going to unlock this guy. 35, 22, 24, 33. Are we in winter yet? Midsummer. 35, 22. That's 57. 77 and 4 is 81. So we're back up to over 80 for that. So obviously our misting is not helping with that. Though it does take a while for that. But our big problem is all our kids are super upset. So why are the kids upset? Play make-believe, trauma experience. Well, if you didn't throw a fit and start beating on people, you wouldn't have trauma. Content. They should be getting better. Alright. Bard is stressed. Why are they stressed? So all these goblin dead bodies. I don't know why they're not taking care of those. Gather plants. So what plants are you guys actually gathering? And we blocked the dead bodies, so we thought that should help. I don't know what other plants you guys could be gathering. What's this guy? Brew drink from fruit. Okay, so they're picking up fruit, which is good. Probably these dead bodies, but I don't know why they're not getting hauled. What is that? Goblin poet. So let's see here if we got process plants, process spin thread. That's good. We've definitely got a whole bunch of wool and stuff here, so really need to spin thread. We've definitely got seeds, so that's good. Tanna hide, okay, good. From the llama, good. Why are we not making anything? We've thread in the cloth, that's good. Stoneworker shop, we'll end up putting those in there. Brew drink. Actually, I wonder if we can brew mead, make mead. Slaughter llama. Okay, so we got a couple llamas that we did. Cut gems. Good. Metalsmith, we're not doing anything. Woodworker, we're not doing anything. Fishery, we're good. So we actually created a new kitchen, and that's working. Collect sand, make green glass is good. I think we're doing pretty good, all things considered. Get these walls built so it stops that water flow. This is going to end up clearing all this up, which will be good. I don't know why this stuff is locked. I don't know when the kids go on a fit. They're leaving stuff laying around. There's nothing I can think of. Oh, we got tetrahedrite, so I don't know why we're not working on that. Let's see. Let's look at our orders. So make coke. Not satisfying. If bituminous coal available is greater than 10. Okay, that's good. Lignite. That's that. Lignite's greater than 10. Okay, we're good there. Galena. Make rock door. Make billion bars. If Amount of million bars available is less than 50. Don't care about that. Just get rid of that. I really want to say the amount of silver-bearing stones available is greater than 10. That's what we want. Let's do that. I'll get that done. Magnesite. Amount of magnetite available is greater than 10. Really? Huh. Really? We don't have a whole lot of magnetite? That seems strange. Hey, what's up, Nick? Yeah. I got my stuff fixed up, so appreciate all the help and understanding from everybody. Sometimes things just don't work out as planned, so not sure where I got 126 silver arrows, but that's interesting. We should probably sell those. All right, I want stones. All right, it's not shale, limestone, conglomerate, hematite. So we could start doing hematite, limonite, galena, cassiterite. What's cassiterite? I don't know what cassiterite is. Actually, the fortress is going pretty good. I think I got things under control. Platinum. Tetrahedrite. We got a lot of gypsum, jet, big stone. But yeah, we're seem to be making progress. All right. So let's do hematite. I want cassiterite. What is cassiterite? Ore of tin. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. If we go here, black bronze, what does that take? Black bronze, brass, bronze, coke, electrum. Ooh, what's electrum? Let's try that. Let's see what else we can do. Pig iron, steel, sterling silver. Ooh. Melt metal objects. Smelt casterlite oil. Smelt galena ore. Okay. Hematite ore. We definitely want to do the hematite. Smelt platinum ore. We don't have any more of that. Tetrahedrite we're going to work on. We're going to figure out about the billion. I think we figured that. So we're going to do hematite. Hematite. Magnesite. Amount of magnesite is greater than 10. Refined coal is greater than 10. Okay, so let's do... smelt hematite ore. It's going to do 10, but we're going to add to it. We're going to say if amount of hematite is greater than 10 and refined coal is greater than 10. That will take care of that one. These have not even been looked at yet. Make mead. Got mead in there. What is... out of 100 is not satisfied, so that's why we're not doing it. Okay. Well, we can actually solve that one then. because mead's not going to work. So we'll just take that one out. I wonder if we need to make some honeycomb. Yep. We'll go ahead and get that started, which will allow us to start doing that. So these will allow us to make meals, so that'll be good. Get us some more food. We got drink. We want to get our drink up. I think we're in good shape, food-wise. Alright. Statues. Sand, gypsum plaster. How is our hospital doing? Alright, so 16 thread, 16, 10 splints. Even though we desire 15. Powder for cast is 20, buckets is 8. So excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And are all these full? Yep, looks like they are. Alright. We could probably put another one in here. Just to be safe. Give that a try. Masterpiece cotton cloths. Working good there. So who else is around? Let's see. We got Nick. And we've got Shinguardz. Appreciate you guys both being here. And we got a lot of people in there. So appreciate all you lurkers being here. Thanks again. What happened? Stray llama's been slaughtered. Okay. Something we wanted. Don't forget my dog and wife are here. Well, I appreciate that. I never did hear what you named the dog. A special thanks to your wife. Appreciate her watching. Why are they leaving these pants around? He came with the name Frankie and we kept it. That's a pretty cool name. I like that name. Actually a good name. It's not quite as catchy as Benedict, but I like it. I like it. Just love that these people just leave. Who's fighting? The llama child is fighting. So, doesn't like that mom is getting slaughtered. Okay. Probably not. Which I can understand. But I gotta start culling the herd because I got way too many. So we need to fix that. Everybody's getting stung by honeybees. Is ending a mandate. Okay. Giving birth to a baby llama. Needs 1 gold bar. Okay, so we don't have gold bars. Kids are slipping into depression. Not good. Really need my kids to improve. So let's see. 37 and 19. So that's 56. And 24 is 80. So it is going down again. But I don't know that it's going down that fast. I think I want to build some more nest boxes. Are there eggs in these guys? There are not. Oh, there is an egg there. Turkey egg, 14. Wow. Wow. That's pretty good. So these did not. These should be hauling all that stuff back down again. Hard to say. What is that? Open space. There's an open space there. But that's okay. So Frankie, I like that name. I do like that name. That's a pretty good name. And actually, it looks like the elves weren't upset with us because we didn't cut down more than... I think we agreed to 41 He wants to meet his grandpa. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure he does. One of these days I'll get out there. Yeah. He'll probably be fully grown before I get out there. Because I don't know, I gotta do it soon, right? Time is running out. But yeah, we'll get out there and meet him sometime. Grandpa Ron, yeah. Grandpa Silver Wolf. Yeah, we talked about doing a hike here a while back that we never got to. That with your back jacked up, we probably don't want to do that. Actually, your wife would probably not want you to do that. Then she'd have to listen to you complain some more. What is that guy? So this is interesting. What is he? Is he a dwarf? Looks like he's a dwarf, but why is he all the way over there? Interesting. So these guys are on the other side of the river. They can't get across unless we build a bridge. I'm really not keen on building because then they'll be able to, everybody will be able to cross over. So we're kind of avoiding that. But maybe one of those a little later. So human hammerman. Sounds good. Hammerman. Alright, so let's go back down. So we are planting cotton and canaf, which we can then make into cloth, which is good. So that's keeping us going with that. We're making trousers, which I think people are getting better clothes. So I think that's helping out some. This coffin has not got hauled up here yet, which is kind of strange. The door did. Shale door. Bauxite door. Bauxite door. Alright, so the doors are getting taken care of, which is good. I'll get those taken care of. I don't know what these water... So I think that was one that we actually kind of cut, which is why these stairs aren't here. I think we could build stairs up, but yeah, this water's going down, which is good. Which should be dropping down another layer, which should be giving us what we need. So that's good. This is actually getting dried up, though I don't know if anybody's cleaning up the mud. We'll have to get that figured out. Let's see. So we looked at level 0. I don't think we ever found anything, did we? No, we did not. We went all corners. No, we didn't go in these areas, but there was a bunch of stuff here. Gypsum. We got a lot of gypsum. Hematite. Nobody. There's blood here. Pile of vomit. That's always a pleasure to come down to. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Bauxite. Alright. And then we came down here, which is jet and tetrahedrite, which is good, but we still have a lot. So this is -1. I guess we could try and extend this some. So we can kind of find out where this cavern is. We've got our military set up. And what is all this? Magnetite. Ooh, what's that? Malachite. Ooh, I want that. I'm not even sure what I can do with that, but I want it. Alright, that's magnetite. We probably could get taken care of. That'll just give us more iron, which we probably should use to make steel. Went that way, went that way, went that way, now we went that way. Okay, good. We'll give that a try. See what's going on there. We got water coming down here because it's flowing from above, which is good. Which is drying this up, so hopefully they can kind of clean this up. I wonder if I can smooth this again, if that'll... No, it will not. I was thinking that might clean it, but... You know, and they're just dropping their stuff everywhere. Bucket, bucket. Nobody cares. Let's see. We haven't gotten any... people visiting or people migrating to us, which I think we're over our population, and that's probably why. So that was the other one I was going to mention. So first of all, once again, sorry for not streaming last night. Had a little bit of issue with the OBS version upgrade. It was actually upgraded several weeks ago. It's been reminding me for the last several weeks, and I needed to upgrade. So of course, it always reminds me right before I'm getting ready to stream, and didn't want to do that. So, excuse me, I had to hydrate, but didn't want to do that. So, since I didn't stream this weekend, because I was away, when I got back, I upgraded it, checked a few things out, seems like it was working fine. I did not test stream, which I can assure you will never happen again. I will always make sure to at least do a test stream so that we don't have that problem, because that was definitely a big mistake. And so from that perspective, we're going to make sure we don't do that. But once I tried to stream last night, it was not working well. It was telling me I had all kinds of encoding issues, which I didn't have Thursday night. Thursday night, I actually... very end of the stream had internet issues, which I've actually had my internet service provider for about 10 years now. I have gigabit internet, which I'm very, very proud of. And in those 10 years, so for the first 9 years of my service, I only lost my service once in 9 years. This year, I have now lost my service twice in this year. And both times were at very inopportune times. I work from home for my secular job, and now I stream. So once was when I was trying to work, and the other time I was actually out for about 8 hours, and the other time was the other night, right at the end of my stream. So yeah. So once again, never fails. But then when I tried to stream last night, I honestly didn't even consider that it could be the new version. It said it was an internet problem. I stopped, shut down everything, shut down my router, kind of restarted everything. Unfortunately, that had zero effect. Shut down my VPN, which I normally run. I get gigabyte internet, so the VPN does slow it down, but even with the VPN on, I still get probably close to 300 megabits per second, which is more than enough for streaming. So it's really worked out. And so yeah, it just wasn't the bit rate was just fluctuating all over the place, and so it was really bad. So I finally took a call or made a call and decided to cancel the stream last night. And so then I started doing test streams, trying different versions, posted some stuff on the OBS forums, which miraculously nobody answered, and finally got it figured out that it was definitely something to do with the new version. So I backdated, moved it back to the old version that I've been running for the past 30 days, and voila, here we are, working fine again. So ironically, I don't know what they changed, because I checked through all the release notes, everything else. Found absolutely nothing in there that should be affecting any of my hardware encoding, any kind of stuff there. And yeah, it was really strange. So I think I want to put a table here. Let's see if I got a table. I do not. Or not. Why would I have a table? So anyway, so yeah, so that was kind of the situation last night. So I do want to apologize about that. But one of the things I also wanted to bring up is that the adventure mode is going to be released in just under 2 days. It's going to be released on Wednesday. So wanted to kind of get you guys' opinion on starting in adventure mode, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. See what you guys think about that. Our fortress here is kind of getting to a point where it probably would behoove us to retire it and either start a new one or do adventure mode, which I'm kind of excited about. So yeah, so I'm kind of anxious to it. It's a whole big new learning process, so that ought to be interesting. So that's shale. So let me go ahead and cut these out of there. What is that? Magnetite, hematite, cinnabar, all kinds of stuff here. But yeah, so that's one I was thinking about. So you guys let me know what you think. I'm still trying to figure out how to do polls and such. Gonna get to that. That's another one I want to do some more research and add some more things to the channel. This one's done. Now we're working on this one, and they have not come down here to do these. So, okay. So I don't know why, but my miners are not doing nothing. Or I don't know. I probably have it paused the whole time. Limonite, hematite. I was actually told that the misting would really help. So this is a nice big old one. So we could actually dig up. I think there's a aquifer there that is kind of working out. So lignite is the one I think that we make coal out of. So yeah, so if we do that one, where's that limonite? Let's check. Let's check. Lignite. Make coke. Yep. Lignite. That's what I want. And that's lignite. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig that out. Because we definitely always want to have something to make coal with so we don't run out of coal. Actually, we haven't done anything here now. Oop. No, in this direction. Or this direction. Probably one of these layers. So one of the things I would like to do before we retire the fortress and move on, either adventure mode or it's not leaking. Adventure mode or brimstone. That sounds. Adventure mode or another fortress would be to cut into the caverns, so we can find the cavern, and that would allow us to travel back here much quicker. These are gems. Always want gems. Dwarves and gems, kind of like dragons and gems. So yeah, rumor has it that there's also dragons in this game, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But there's our well. Jet. Where's that one go? It didn't. Yeah, we tried to go down there, but it seems that there's an aquifer down there, so we're doing some testing. Here's one here, but it's not actually leaking. I don't know why some leak and some don't. Kind of weird. Yeah. Microline. Where did this one come from? There's nothing there. Yeah. That's right. So actually, with this mud here, we can actually plant stuff. So I'll maybe plant in there. Adventuring. I don't know what adventuring is, but okay. So we made rock coffins. So let's do this. And let's go down. They're still not pulling everything out there. These guys just leave their pants everywhere. I don't know why. That's one that I really wish I knew how to handle. Because leaving their pants everywhere is really not what I had intended. So, okay, let's do that one and do that one. Do that one. Oh, alright. So the doors are going on. Let's see, we probably have some more doors. No, we do not. Alright, so we'll get those done. Put the doors on. Weather has cleared. Dwarven child slipped into depression. Cotton cloth. Yeah, if we get these two loaded, we can go ahead and make these into. We can go ahead. I think what this guy's probably gonna. So if we do tomb. Oh no. Cancel. We'll do tomb. Multi. Done. So we'll leave that. So that way we got some more tombs. And everybody's here. They're leaving empty barrels here, which I don't know why. Or maybe they weren't empty when they came, but maybe they did actually have drinks in them. But yeah, that's a kind of weird one. Leaving their pants everywhere. Water's flowing, so that's good. They drink from plant. You're getting the mist. That's good. All right, let's count them up. 35 and 19, so that's 54. And 25 is 79. So it is going down. So maybe the mystery is working, or maybe the kids not having to work is finally having an effect. So there was a kid here that was the angriest, and now it's this bard guy. So let's actually look at him and see why he's so sad. He wants to pray. And actually, it's midsummer. I thought the dwarves came in the autumn. Yeah, so that must have been the humans that came, so maybe it's better, as long as I don't miss the dwarves. So yeah, so I was actually trading dwarf stuff with them, so that wouldn't have worked out well anyway. The humans probably would have taken it, so. Alright, there's something locked here, which, who knows. Yeah, I haven't, knock on wood, haven't had a tantrum in a little while. So that's kind of a good sign. I probably shouldn't have said it out loud. But hopefully that's working out. So, but yeah, looks like we're doing pretty good. Appreciate all you guys being here, watching. Like I said, sorry again for last night. Want to definitely be here when I tell you I'm going to be here and stream. So let's see where we at. So, that was 0. We're done. So they still haven't done these. Okay, he's working on it. Okay, go. Yeah, one of these has got to actually hit the cavern. There's gems. Throwing a tantrum. See, I shouldn't have said anything. Let's just... Yep. Actually, it says they're stumbling around obliviously. Where are they? Okay, let's try that one more time. It's not finding them. Let's try this. Yeah. So it is. So Edzul. Who's Edzul? Edzul. No, that's Thob. That's Tiddick. Udil. Diller. It doesn't look like, yeah, that doesn't look like a child. It's not multiple. Not multiple. Multiple. Well, let's try this one more time. So if we do it by name, so this is one of the things. Oop. E-D. E. Oop. E-D-Z. There you go. So they're angry. There. Stumbling obliviously. So their tantrum just put them right in. So it says interested after watching, interested, enjoyed, isolated. Find somebody in charge for isolated. Okay. I mean, they've got a lot of stuff. It just seems like it's taken a long time for them to recover. So, okay. But it does look like it's having a positive effect. So, really want to get the kids back to working, though, because I need this stuff cleaned. Nobody's cleaning. Mercenary. I don't know what adventuring is, but I want to find that. Alright, so adventuring. Let's try that. Maybe I do know what that is. There's Tetrahedrite, right? Alright, that's not working. So, we'll let that go. What else we got going on? So, yeah, we're at an hour and a half. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, that's for sure. So, you know, I haven't dug this out, but with that said, it's actually level 2. So I can't imagine that it's really going to be a level that the cavern would be on. Now, with that said, it'll probably be the one. So, but yeah, if we actually cut into the cavern, the reason I'm doing these as single hallways, which I know is not good. I'm doing them that way so that I can seal it off once we find it. So, with a door. So that way it'll be a little bit easier for us to prevent it from being exploited by the denizens on the other side. So we're going to continue to work that. Alright, so we're making this, we're making that. We are making plants and coffins and doors. And it looks like we might have made all our pants. Is that right? I don't see it make pants. It does. Now, I guess the big question is, if we look at who's angry, and we look at their clothes, let's see. So he's got a leather shirt, a left glove, which we made a lot of gloves, so, and socks and sandals. But he does have good trousers. So we probably need to make some more socks, some more sandals, some more gloves. So let's look at that. So let's say 2. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm going to go ahead and make 20 of the gloves. 20 of the socks. Yeah, I think that'll work. So that way we at least have some more of that stuff. We want to keep them in clothes. We do need to make some shirts. So if I go ahead and add shirts. See, the thing with the shirts and the trousers, and we also need, I think, dresses. Make cloth. Shirt. Nope. No. Okay, so let's see what this guy has. Leather shirt. Okay, let's go look at another one. Long hemp skirt. Leather tunic. Maybe it's a tunic. So his gloves. Yeah. Socks. He's got the boots. Alright, so maybe it's a tunic. There it is. Cloth tunic. Let's make 20 of those. Actually, we probably need way more than that. Let's start with 20. Alright. The gloves, socks, and shoes, they all use 2 of. So that makes sense that they even more of those. But the others. There's our butcher. She's not doing anything. Okay. Because it's already got that done. That's our kitchen. They're not doing anything. Why are they not doing anything? Because I bet you we're over the meals. Let's look at the lavish meals, because I just want to make lavish meals. Prepare lavish meal. Amount of unrotten prepared meals available is less than 300. I say we just make them all, right? Let's try that. Okay, iron bars available is less than 10. Okay. Steel bars. Less than 50. Amount of pig iron bars available is greater than 10. So it's probably right at 10, which is what's causing the problem. Let's try that. Okay, so let's do this. That'll get that taken care of. So, here's another kitchen. So yeah, since we got rid of those, that should put those in there and we'll just start making lavish meals. I don't think you can go wrong with lavish meal. Should be getting this. Hopefully these guys will start cleaning. I don't think any of our people have time for cleaning. That's right in front of the mayor's place. I don't know why there's all these doubts about the village. This is a skunk parchment scroll. The rollers are made from ore pigment. Written on the item is a guide entitled Doubts About the Village, authored by Tumo Opusto. It concerns the hamlet work traveled. Overall, the prose is amateuristic at best. Shale hammer, so they're going to actually pick that up. That's good. Puzzle box. Puzzle box, okay. Yeah, I mean, we are having less tantrums. We were actually having tantrums every 5 minutes before, so it kind of makes sense that we would have less. Really couldn't go wrong with that. Alright, so we get that. That'll give them something to do. We want to get this cleaning done. So is there a way to have people clean? There's not. New work to do custom detail. I want to say cleaning. So don't actually make anything special. Cleaning. There we go. Alright. And actually we're going to call it cleaning. Alright. And we say everybody does this. Exactly. There we go. I don't know if cleaning the mud is considered cleaning or not. Yeah, I wonder if I can now see the water wouldn't go through the glass. Rock door's been completed. Here in the adventuring. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. So let's see what she's banning. Probably shields and picks. That's what she always does. Right before the dwarves come. Alright. So what was he gonna do? Oh. Made the doors. Alright, and now we're going to try and put the coffins in here. Alright. So once those are done, that'll be good. Limonite, okay. Started raining, okay, late summer. We're actually in year 105, so which is kind of nice. Alright, so we got all our coffins. And we got all of those, so let's go. We got these done. So that takes care of that. And actually I need to check and make sure these are set up for citizens. These are all set up for citizens. Alright, Alright, so we got those set up. We're pulling sand, making glass. Not really doing anything with the glass. We could make some statues out of glass. That's kind of sounds like it would be pretty fancy. Let's see what our mining is doing. Yeah, so we're getting water down here. Does not seem to be evaporating. It's there. It's there. It's there. Not anything with this one yet. Okay. Oof. All these are gems. Nothing there. Microcline, I think, is what that looks like. Limestone. It's all magnetite, which is another iron-bearing one. Tetrahedrite. Okay. All right. Hematite. Galena. This one actually hasn't gone anywhere. Oh. Venomous coal. We definitely want that. Sure. Like I said, so it's just a normal rock. Alright, so we'll get some of these dug out. So we're at least looking around. That one's digging out. Yep, that's him. Yes, that's where I built the wall. This one. So I think I can actually plant down here. And they said that would plant really well. So if I do... workshop. Farming. Farm plot. So if I make a farm plot here... Let's see if they actually build that. If they do, we're in good shape. Brimstone. I don't know if that'll actually dig that up as an auto. Nope. So it's just a stone. We got big old dug here, so yep, we didn't find anything here either. So this is the -11 where we were looking before. Alright, drawing a tantrum. Something refreshing. So it's not showing me the kid. I can't afford to have the butcher dead. Oh my goodness. Is this the kid? No, that's the wood burner. That's the beekeeper. That's the butcher. Seriously injured. Where's the kid? That's the spinner. Not the kid. Oh, let's do this. Hey, Wild, how are you? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Already interviewed, so let's go ahead and convict him. Not that they're going to convict the kid, but that's all right. Glad to see you. How was your day? We're actually doing better here, so we had some trouble streaming last night, so we kind of missed everybody. Somebody died. Diagnostician. Ugh, can't afford to lose my diagnosticians. We're gonna have to assign another one. And they were probably trying to diagnose someone. Oh, there's somebody else dead here. What's this? It only says there's one dead. Who's this? Hold on Mangersill. Why are they sitting here? And when did they die? Yeah, I understand those. I really do. So there's Sodell. That's a diagnostician. I don't know who this other person is. So Sodell they've already allocated, so they'll get her moved. But I don't know who this other person is and why they're just sitting here. Hold on. ODDOM. So let's see if we can assign something to them. So ODDOM. Nope, says they're alive. That's weird. Maybe it just hasn't told me they're dead yet. Alright, hold on. Something's not right. Something's not right, but I'm sorry to hear that you had minimal productivity today. That's kind of depressing. ODDOM MENG Z MENGZ ODDOM ODDOM So that's not a citizen. So that's probably why. But it looks like I can't assign it to them. I can't assign it. ODDOM Mangersill Butcher, but they show they're alive. No, that's where they are. That's really weird. That is really weird. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. So hopefully they'll get buried there. See how that works. But yeah, sorry about the productivity. Sorry that there it is. So nobody had found them yet, so that's why. Alright, I need to find out, make sure we've got a diagnostician in here. So we do. The militia captain. Oh, he's not going to be able to do it. We've got 3 diagnosticians, so that should work. We got a surgeon. We have a doctor. Expert surgeon. He's our surgeon. High master diagnostician. Well, we definitely want him. But the question is, why is he not... Why is he already not a diagnostician? So let's actually get rid of this guy. So why is it not showing me the high master diagnostician? No, there's our bone doctor. Yeah, there's our bone doctor. Our surgeon. Do we have another surgeon? Oh. Nope. Yes. Yeah, they are improving. Slowly, very slowly. But they are improving. So thank you for noticing that. Because that has made a big difference. So this guy's a diagnostician, but he's high master diagnostician. E-Rush. Is he already assigned? Is that what the problem is? Yes, he is. Okay. So he is already assigned. Okay, good. Alright. Some days just doesn't pay to get out. That's why I can't assign him, because he's already there. So the militia captain, I moved him off. Well, maybe we could always put him back on. Alright, and then we got a surgeon. Actually, we have 2 surgeons. Good. We got a bone doctor. We have another bone. We do have another bone doctor. Competent bone doctor. Well, let's get him in there. Alright. Just a regular doctor. Proficient cure roast. Proficient surgeon. Bone doctor. Novice bone doctor. So yeah, let's put the spinner and the weaponsmith as doctors. So we'll kind of increase our staff there. But yes, it does look like we have been improving our mood issues. We were running at 80 here that were in the orange and above. And so let's see, 36 and 17 comes to 53, and 27 is 80. So yeah, so we're still right there. But we did add a mister. It's not quite working the way we intended, but it is, I guess it's working, but hasn't really seemed to improve things that drastically, but we're moving in the right direction. So yeah, so, and actually it looks like maybe they already buried these guys, or they're in the process of carrying them. And him. So throwing another tantrum, great. So I don't know why that tantrum's not showing up on there. So this one, yeah, it's already been assigned, so that's why we don't need to put it. But these are actually here, so yep, so we're good there. So yeah, but these tantrums are getting less, which is a whole different issue, but they are getting less, so I'm glad for that. But they're not getting less as quickly as I would like. I would have liked for them to stop. We had to actually set our children to not work. which was kind of going a little bit drastic. So now nothing's getting cleaned in the fortress because the kids were doing most of the cleaning. So I actually set up a cleaning group to see if I can get some people cleaning. Oh, excuse me. And so yeah, so that's one we'll have to see how that works out. Ooh, what is that? Microcline, okay. And that's squirrel, which is some kind of a jewel. But yeah, it's going really well. I was telling these guys that trying to get a vote to see adventure mode is released on Wednesday. So this fortress is about where we would probably retire it. Still trying to break into the cavern, so at least I have some kind of connection there, but I haven't quite found them yet. But yeah, in the case of that, this one's probably where we would be looking to retire it and either start a new fortress or go into adventure mode, which is what I'm kind of looking at. And so yeah, so I'm kind of anxious to try adventure mode. So, but yeah, so kind of looking for the viewers to say what they think on that. Maybe either Wednesday, it'll be released Wednesday, so we can do it Wednesday night or Thursday night. Start in adventure mode 1 or start a new fortress. Yeah, nobody's cleaning up the vomit here, so we're gonna get that taken care of. But in the defense of that, the kids cleaning all the time probably wasn't helping their mood, so. But they gotta learn some skills, right? Alright, what is that? Petrified wood. So adventure mode should be interesting. I got filtered by the old interface. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I never played with the old interface, so I kind of, that was kind of interesting. I've only dealt with the new interface. I'm not quite sure how I would react to the old interface, but it is kind of an interesting concept, something to think about. So, because that's another thing I could try is playing the old way, but that's just true text-based, so that would be interesting. But yeah, I figured if we don't do adventure mode, we can always start another fortress in the same world. Ooh, there's bituminous coal. Definitely want that. We're actually, I think, pretty much run out of bituminous coal, so. But yeah, I figured adventure mode would probably be the way to go, so. So that's what I was figuring we would do. But like I said, I was like wanting everybody to give me their opinion. Adventure mode controls were probably the same, but they were too intimidating for me. Yeah, and that's what I wonder, is if it's going to be, you know, I've actually, you know, knock on wood, this is, I shouldn't say, it's not my first fortress. It's, I guess, technically my second. It's the first one I started with this stream, and they put me in the evil biome, and we only lasted for like a day and a half before that was ruined. But yeah, it was interesting because that gave me kind of a lot of experience on what not to do and what to look for, and so it was kind of nice. But yeah, with this one, this is actually technically really my first fortress, so which is probably why it's so poorly laid out. And so yeah, with that said, it would be nice to do another fortress just so I could kind of improve on the design and see how we go from there. So, and rumor has it I can actually take people from this fortress to the new one, and so that would be kind of nice because we can kind of handpick some of them and take them that way and see how that works. So, but yeah, it's one of those where it's hard to say. Oop, there's some gems. So, but yeah, I'm game either way. I figured we'd probably at least try adventure mode, but knowing my luck, adventure mode won't work out as well as this one did, because I think this is what, day 23 that I've been streaming Dwarf Fortress. And so yeah, so I figured a day and a half was the evil biome, and that was actually a tutorial that set me up in the evil biome, which was quite interesting because I didn't even think that was possible. But yeah, the tutorial actually put me in the evil biome, which was really nice feature. And so yeah, so that was one of those. And then we started this fortress right after the evil biome wiped us out. I think we had a yak that was strapped to our wagon, and something killed it, and it came back to life because of the evil biome and wiped out everybody in the fortress. And so yeah, so that was a interesting one. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was very interesting from the perspective of didn't even realize that was something that could happen. I mean, I knew you could wipe everybody out, but I didn't know anything about evil biomes or any of that, so didn't really know what to look for. So yeah, it was very interesting because I couldn't figure out. It had no plants, so I was like, I really can't imagine why I would start with no plants. So it had no plants, but it did everything that died came right back. Yeah, it was really weird because it was like I said, I didn't even know about the reanimating, or the evil biome, I guess is what one of the viewers called it. And so yeah, it was quite interesting. And so, but yeah, it was one of those. So, but yeah, it was kind of a learning experience because, like I said, there was no plants, which I thought was very strange, and all the plants were dead. And so then, anything that we killed, because there was a couple things that we came across, anything we killed came right back to life and started attacking us again. There's our farm plot. Oh, no, it's still being built. And so, yeah, so it was really interesting because I was just like, I really am not understanding what's going on. So, but yeah, it kind of worked out. So, because yeah, we learned a lot in that day and a half. And so then once we got there, once we started the next one, we kind of went from there. But I think I actually built a new world when I started the next one, rather than build it in the same world. So, which would have been nice since we knew there was an evil biome there, and we would have had a conquered fort. We could have actually looked at it and tried to go from there, But yeah, it was an interesting start. And like I said, this one's been, so that was a day and a half. This is day 23. So you figure this is 21 days. We're actually in our 5th year. So yeah, so it's we've done pretty well. Really, I'm really impressed. And like I said, mostly that's all because of you guys, the viewers' help, because you guys have really been guiding me, and it's been really awesome. So, because otherwise I wouldn't have gone anywhere near this. So here's bituminous coal. I thought I saw some more bituminous coal. We're almost out of bituminous coal, so that's why I want to make sure I get those. I want to always make sure I got coal. I guess it's not that big of a deal because you can burn some wood, but the elves have already came and told me that I'm only allowed 40 some trees a year. Actually, I think I negotiated them to 40 some, but I think they wanted 20 some. I said that wouldn't work. And so, yeah, so it was really interesting because they got it to 40 some, or they then offered 40 some, and I don't even think I cut down to 20 some. So it was we've been really kind of in good shape we've been building everything out of, the only thing we need to build out of wood is the beds. So that was kind of good, but yeah, it's actually, other than not finding the caverns, which is kind of the struggle part here now, it's been really good. So that's why I said that was one thing I'd really like to do before we go to adventure mode, would be to actually break into the caverns and then seal them off with a door, and let them kind of deal with that. So 2 injured. That's the guy that died. So let's see, did they actually bury these guys? Oh, that's platinum. We definitely want platinum. Platinum is how we actually got all the noble rooms up to what we needed. We put platinum flooring in there and then engraved it, and we were good. So that was a nice good one too. So yeah, anytime I find the platinum, I definitely want to get platinum. I think I've been using my limestone to actually build stuff, so I probably need to get some more limestone or I won't be able to make steel or pig iron. I can't remember which one requires the limestone. Alright, so where are we going here? Okay, so that's what we're looking at. And we're looking at the digging. Yeah, so here's our Mr. type situation. I'm trying to get the mud cleaned up, but that's not working. Also trying to get some of the blood cleaned up. We did clear it and smooth all this out, so that's good. I suppose we could smooth those out too, but I hate to waste time on that when we're just building. So talked about building some more temples so that these guys could pray. One thing I'm gonna do is when we get to the winter, I'm gonna give them the winter months off and let them relax for the winter months, the winter season. So that way, hopefully, that'll improve their demeanor. They can get to pray and get to do some of their unmet stuff. Since a lot of them are complaining about not being able to see family, even though family lives in the fortress. So yeah, so one of the viewers had mentioned that was something that they did. Gave them 1 season off. That way they could do all their unmet stuff. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Ended a mandate. Okay, that's good. Which is strange because they just started it. But the dwarves should be here pretty soon. Yeah, and I think that's what... I didn't even think of that, to be honest, but that actually got us really trending in the right direction. I think that solved a lot of our issues when we did that. And so that got us into the ballpark. So, all right, so there's Odom, and this one is Sadell. So I think they've been buried. Yep. So I can go ahead and clear that one. Yeah, and that was kind of the weird thing is I thought, you know, I kind of always thinking in RimWorld kind of terms, but I figured they would always take some time for themselves no matter what you assigned them to do. It's usually, you know, when you really needed something desperately done. But in this case, yeah, you're right. It seems like, yeah, we tell them to work and there's enough work to do. They'll keep working until they drop dead. So, but yeah, it's weird because they're leaving their pants, the old pants, so I'm actually building, manufacturing pants and shirts and tunics and all that because a lot of them, I think, are upset because they don't have good clothes. But they just throw their old stuff just on the floor everywhere. And so it's kind of frustrating. At least if they put it in their room, I'd be okay with it. But no, they're just, you know, leaving it in a tavern or whatever. Yeah, so I've actually got that kind of worked out. We're growing cotton and canaf up here on the surface since we have so many seeds from harvesting the wild ones, and so that's actually got us into that, which has kind of helped with a lot of stuff. So, and then we also made a bunch of paper. But the weird part there, and I don't know if I'm probably don't have something set up right, but. Yeah, and that's the weird part is I have been selling the old clothes, but that's what got me in trouble with the elves because the clothes are made from animals, and so they're upset about that. So, but yeah, I can only sell them though if they actually put them in the right places. It doesn't let me gather them when they're just sitting on the floor. It doesn't consider them to be stored. So So that's been kind of a problem. But yeah, you're right. They do sell really good. In fact, I haven't had to sell anything else. I've been just selling the old clothes, which gets rid of them and kind of keeps things processing. So that was another one I liked about RimWorld, because you could actually recycle. I mean, I think that was a mod, but it lets you recycle stuff. So what was I looking for? A library. So here's our library. And I set up these chests, but they're not putting the paper and stuff in the chest, so nobody's really producing books, though there are books floating around. Oh, I don't know. They keep disappearing. So yeah, there's 2 there. And oops, 1 there. But yeah, we've got some books floating around. They got this one sitting here that hasn't been made into a book. So I wonder if I need to make book bindings and kind of get that taken care of. But yeah, it's weird. Maybe I need to put a stockpile under this where they would put the paper, maybe. They said if you build a thing, actually, there's a bookshelf that's missing here. Was it there? No, it's not. Huh. There should be a bookshelf here. I think when one of the kids had a temper tantrum, they had a fit and knocked it over. There it is. So let's put that there. But yeah, so kind of interesting. So I put the floor grates here so that the water would drain. But unfortunately, that left the mud, which now I got to figure out. I think you have to make them into books and scrolls first. Yeah, I think so too. Well, it was weird. It said if you had the chest here, it would put the materials, because this is designated as a library. Writing materials, I have 20, but it's not putting them in the chest. I don't know why. And then I said total number of scribes, written object copies, bookcases, tables, chairs, chest. It's got a scribe there. I wonder if we have a scholar. Grand Master Observer, Militia Captain, Sword Dwarf, Axe Lord. Yeah, these are all ones that are fighting. So Mace Lord, yeah, so that's where our observers are. But yeah, in the case of that, you desire 20, you have 0, right? But that we have all kinds of paper, which is what they said. And so I don't know why they're not putting them in the chest. And now maybe because it's not created the way we want. So let's see, writing material. That's not it. But I guess that's what I could look up, what writing material I guess is. Because that's not a grouping, of course. Okay, so then maybe that's what the problem is I have to make them into something else. And so, yeah, so that's probably why they're not there. And so I got to figure that out. So yeah, because it said something about quints or something, making them into quints or book bindings, and quints is what they actually write on. Choir, that's it. Yep, choir. Nope, you're right. Yeah, so maybe that's what I just need to do is, let me say, make choir. Yeah, make choir. So if I go ahead, I don't know where that's made, ironically, but maybe it doesn't matter. And then I wonder if I could say make scroll. Yeah, so scroll rollers. So let's say make scroll rollers. There you go. Yeah, we'll leave those at 10. But yeah, so we'll get those made up. And then I think there's book bindings. Yeah, we'll make book bindings. So yeah, so we'll get those kind of made and see if that works. But yeah, thank you for that, because that was one that I'd always been meaning to. never quite got around to. So yeah, so we start producing those. That'll actually increase the value of the thing. Is there a way to clean up this mud, or is that just part of the cleaning process? That once the water is finally truly drained, then they'll clean it. Not seeing the splashing, so but I think if we watch it, we'll actually see the splash or the mist splash. Yeah, so there's the mist there, and there's the mist there. So yeah, so the mist is working. Mud is useful, so it doesn't get clean. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I wasn't if there's a way where I could say like smooth it again, and then they would clean it. Bard has grown attached to a finger-lined wood tiara. Okay, you can farm on it. Yeah, I knew that. I just don't want to farm here, so that's why I was wanting to try and clean it up. So what I've done is actually, if I go down here, it's a little weapon. 10 or 11. Yeah, 10. I've tried to build a farm plot down here, but it hasn't built it yet, so we'll have to see how that goes. I don't know why it's not building it, but maybe they just haven't got to it yet. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. So this, I had flooded all this with water at one point and then cleaned it up, and now was gonna build start farming mushrooms on there, but I hadn't got to that. So yeah, so the misting is actually working. I can see that. So, but they do have like scrolls here. So this one's actually something that's been written by our Baron, I guess Baroness, and so, but it's not being put into the library like I would have expected. So I saw there were some other books around. So I think if we go here and say books. Books is not one that we have. Probably codexes is what it'll be under. Codices. So yeah, so we've got a bunch of codices, but they're not ending up in the library, which I'm not sure about. So Meaning of Elf is there. Pits and Beyond is there. Something else is there. But yeah, these other ones I'm not really sure where they're at, so they're carrying it. So yeah, it looks like the elf dancer took off with it, which is kind of nice of him. Yeah, they're carrying it, so great. Which they said would happen. So some of the scholars will come and they will take off with your books. So, but that's weird too, because they're on the other side of the river, so I'm not really sure how they even got it. So, which that's weird. So that goes down. We'd have to go under the river. So somebody died there. But yeah, so they're not hauling away. Poets and such will bring books. Yep. So they're not hauling away these skeletons. So every time somebody walks down this way to harvest something or cut a tree or whatever, they end up seeing those skeletons and it causes bad thoughts. And so I've been trying to keep them from going down there. But yeah, I don't know why they're not hauling. You know, they got these bodies just sitting out here that they're not hauling anywhere. So I did cull some of my herd. Try and get that taken care of. And I think I've actually got some eggs in these boxes. Or maybe somebody already took them. So there were eggs. I did actually see eggs. So but maybe somebody took them and actually made something with them, because we got a lot of food. Where drinks are going up. So yeah, so I mean, I think we're doing good. So once we get here to summer, we're in summer, right? Yeah, so autumn is when I think the dwarves come. And so we'll wait for that. And then winter, we don't have anything. We're leaving everything fallow for winter. But yeah, it is. It is. It's just, I think it's just just some other features that would be nice to get turned on. So yeah, Yeah, well, and the big project I was working on was trying to find the caverns, because that's one thing I said. It would be nice before we go to adventure mode to be able to find the caverns, because we could come here and then use this place to enter the caverns and be able to get to other places. Because they said that's a big thing in adventure mode, to be able to use the caverns to travel around. But yeah, well, and it's weird. So every place I read, it said it's like my surface is at 11. Said it's usually somewhere between 10 and 15 below, and so I've actually cleared out several areas at that point. So 11, so 15 would put us at like 4. So, which I haven't dug around very much. So, knowing my luck, that's probably where it is. But I've dug around on several of the others and haven't been able to find anything. So, but I think I'm just not hitting the right one to find it. So, yeah, 15 would be -4, right? And that one I haven't dug very much, so that'll probably be the one where it's at. So. Yeah, and that's what I thought, is once I hit it, then, you know, that'll kind of open this fortress up to the rest of the world, you know, which will be kind of nice. And so, but we haven't gotten there yet, no matter what. We haven't found them yet, so just haven't hit them. So they are digging stuff out, so my miners are actually working. Marcus said. Yeah, and that's a good possibility. So, and so that's where I was kind of like, and then, you know, at first we were actually doing it, and then I thought, well, I really didn't have a military, so I didn't want to do that and have that work out poorly. So, but yeah, so now we have a military, so I'm like, okay, we're good there, and so. Yeah, and that's what I wondered. Well, and the reason I'm doing the 1x1s is because I want to make sure that I can seal it off once I find them. So with a door, and so that way I can still access them, but I can kind of keep from being overrun. So we've come a long way with this one, so I'd like to at least retire it. So mining out the platinum, so that's good. Platinum's always a good one to have. So like it when I got a nice big vein of platinum. But that's what I've been trying to do, is kind of find things that I can mine out like this, hoping that it would have me hit the thing. So mist is working. Actually, I think the mist is working from the thing. So why is that one? Why is that one filling up? Why is it not showing me the numbers? It's not showing me the numbers anymore. It was showing them earlier. Yeah, see, it's not showing the numbers anymore, which I don't know why. I hit something and accidentally turn it off. I think so. Temperature, weather, cave-ins, artifacts, spread spatter, keyboard, generation. Show improvement, show numeric liquid levels. Well, how did I get set to no? I must have hit something that turned that off. Yeah, so we definitely want to show that. So the hashtag button by the map on the top right. Hashtag button by the map on the top right. This one here. Ah. So yeah, maybe I accidentally hit it. That could be. Thank you. I didn't know that. I thought the only way to do it was the other one. So, but yeah, that's cool. So yeah, so these are definitely going down. But yeah, I must have hit something that caused it to turn off, because it was showing earlier. But yeah, I'm looking down here, and this one seems like it's filling up. The bottom of our stairwell. Maybe it's flowing down from here. It doesn't really look like it's flowing down from here. But yeah, I thought the grade, so it's bound. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, and sometimes I'm hitting the wrong keys, and so that's where it's like, okay, we'll probably just accidentally shut it off, so. But is there any way for me to force them to remove this mud, since I don't want to farm on this particularly right here? I really like this to be clean, now that I've got the mist working the way I want. Wasn't sure if there was some way I could say clean it specifically. I tried to smooth it again, and that didn't work. I guess maybe I could, okay. Yeah, I guess maybe I could engrave it, which would probably clean it up, but yeah, I figured not. It just kind of looks messy. Right here's our Baroness's place, so it's like, yeah, right outside her door is a big pile of mud, so probably don't want to upset her. She's kind of high maintenance, but ironically, so far it's working. So we've been pretty pleased. So yeah, it's kind of going along. And there's my mist again, so that mist is working. But yeah, if I look here at the numbers, so 37 and 16 is 53, and 27 is 80. So we're still at 80. But yeah, these are definitely trending down. So we got a lot higher numbers down here in the green. Just these people that are in the red are staying in the red. They are not. They're my die-hard unhappy. I kind of have the opposite problem as you with my current fort. Which problem is that? That everybody's too happy? Right, so he's getting upset about this. So I guess I could give those guys some time off. Too many creatures in the caverns are killing my... Yeah, so that's another thing that somebody mentioned. Is that, yeah, sometimes it'll actually kill your frame rate. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and tell them no orders and let them relax. To see if that improves things. Not winter yet, but I'll let them relax because they've been training. So yeah, and so that's one of the things. I originally was looking for it because I needed the silk, just so I had that as my, for when they have a fey mood. There's another tantrum. When they had a fey mood, then I made sure I at least had the necessary materials, but I was able to buy silk from the dwarves one time when they came, and so that pretty much improved that. So it says they're training. Why are they training? Routine is ready. Ready. Okay, that didn't work. We go to schedule. Okay, so ready is no orders. Oh, I want off duty. Here you go. Helps if you do the right one. Alright, that's what the problem was. So yeah, so now they're off duty. It says they're training. Why are they training? Maybe I need to also cancel their current order. There we go. Now maybe they'll go off duty. There they go. Now they're going out, getting some drinks, maybe worshiping. So a lot of the more advanced fortress design techniques are there to keep your FPS high. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the other things they mentioned about the, yeah. Well, especially once you get, 200 people, it kind of really starts becoming a problem. So this guy's throwing a tantrum. He's throwing a tantrum in his room. So that's probably the best place for him to throw a tantrum. So, oh, that's the first time that one actually posted. So that's one of my new chat scheduled thing, so we get, if there's so many messages in a minute, it'll actually post that, so that it tries to stay on the screen. But just letting everybody know that all my stuff is out on YouTube. So, but actually we're about 2 hours and 30 minutes, so I'm probably going to save this one right here. We did manage to get the misting taken care of. We did manage to get some of the other things taken care of. We expanded our search for the caverns, which we haven't found yet, but maybe we'll keep it. But yeah, if you guys want to throw any comments there or out on YouTube and let me know what you want me to go towards. If you want me to do adventure mode, if we want to start another fort, I'm game for any of those. We can even move to a different game if that's what people want. We can always do adventure mode later. So, but yeah, so just let me know what you guys think. But I really appreciate you guys being here and watching and kind of supporting my stream. So, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow night when I stream again starting at 10 p.m. Central Time. So, good night, Wild. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I know you're busy, especially at this time, so I really appreciate you showing up and helping out. You've been a huge help, so thanks again. And I will definitely see everybody tomorrow. So, looking forward to it. So, talk to you guys later.